Hello everyone. I decided to make this video because I wanted to showcase something, and hopefully if I can reproduce an issue it means that I don't have it fixed. But let's see, we'll start out by clearing that screen. This is the current version of my dumpFile procedure. I have merged both of the other procedures into it, so it is now a single procedure. I have also changed a few things. So if you look over here at the text file, you'll notice that there's a type called OS9. Okay? And what that's for is display codes. It's much easier than using Run GFX2. It's really not any more elaborate, if you will. If you come down here, there's an example. I set the escape code to 1B. That never changes throughout the procedure. I set the function to 32, which is change foreground color. And then I set the color, the code to whatever color, put the OS9 type to number 1, and then print whatever I want to print in that color. And so it's code-wise not that much, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. And again, I did it down here with the file size. And then for the pause and quit prompt. Now this is something that was different in the way, I don't know his real name, the way that Raxfale. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. It's spelled Raxfale. He's a Discord member. So anyway, I don't know exactly how to pronounce his name, but he found this procedure listed in the OS9 Underground magazine, and I had completely forgotten A, that the magazine was ever produced, and B, that I ever submitted any source code for it. But he, in order to make it work with his Windows version of Run B, which is really more basic 09 than Run B, but he had to change a lot of things, and he stripped a lot of things out. And as a result of that, it did not function exactly the same way. And I'm going to show you that now. If you come over here to the VCC window, run dumpFile. This is just a simple text file, but it serves the purpose. I made it so you could pause anywhere. I also made it to where you could quit anywhere. Okay? And his wouldn't do that. It would, when I converted it back over to run under VCC, it would print the entire sector before it paused or before it quit, which is not what I wanted. So I made it to where you can pause it anywhere along the way. You can quit anywhere you want, and it'll do it. Now, so far I'm not reproducing the problem, so I may have it fixed, but it was intermittent anyway. And what it is when I quit, down here where the ready prompt is, it would either print something just before the word ready, or it would print a line and then print ready. And I have not figured out what caused that. But I think I have solved the problem because it's not doing it. Okay, let's try a different file. As you can see, it seems to be working just fine. Let it go past the first sector. Yeah, it seems to be working just fine now. So I'm not saying that the issue isn't still there. I'm just saying that I'm not reproducing it as easily as I did before. So let me show you what I changed. Come back over here to the source code. Okay. Everywhere where I had exitif, it was exitif key equals capital Q or key equals lowercase q. Okay, so I changed that to exitif key equals uppercase Q or key equals lowercase q or abort. And that seemed to fix it some. It wasn't doing it as much. And then I went back and I changed it to substring key, upper lowercase q greater than 0 or abort. And then because this quote QQ quote actually includes an empty string, it wouldn't run. So I had to put in and key is not equal to quote quote. And I had to do the same thing with P because it wouldn't pause correctly until I added that. So I did that for every single location in the source code where this routine occurs, and it occurs 6 times. Now the biggest difference is up here with the first one. You'll notice that the exitif end exit doesn't have any statements in between. The rest of them have a print and then setting abort to true. And there are 1, 2, 3, 6. Hold on, let me see. We'll go to the top. Okay, so there's the first one, and then there's second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one. Okay, so there's 5 that have the print and setting abort to true. Then this one down here just checks to see if it's already abort or if it's at the end of the file. And then it exits this next loop. And then down here, if abort is true, then it exits the end while, exits the while loop. So basically it means there are 8 exitifs in this procedure, and that is how come I can pause. Actually, it's 6 key presses. Okay, because on the rest of them, it runs in key to get a key press. Okay, and then does the check afterward for Q or P. Okay, and since the first one doesn't have anything in the exitif end exit, it only exits the loop just because the key is equal to quit or abort is already true. So because this is getting at the beginning of getting the next sector, which it does right there, it'll come back up from the end while up to here and do the check before it gets the next sector. So it doesn't need to print, and it doesn't need to set abort to true there. And that's just if it makes it past this one right here. Or no, excuse me, past this one. Okay. So that first one may actually not even be necessary. I haven't tried removing it. But at the moment, it appears to be working the way I wanted it to, and the way I always intended it to. So that's basically it. Also, dumpFile will dump any file. It doesn't matter what kind of file it is, it doesn't care. It basically gets a sector worth of bytes at a time until it reaches the end of the file. And because it's using get instead of read, it'll even get display codes. So you can see that this actually works well. It's a little slow, I'll give it that. The dump utility seems to go a lot faster. So I'm not exactly certain what it is that I'm doing differently. But it's fast enough to suit me, so that's all I really care. And of course, this is unpacked. So I suppose, let me see. I'm going to pack it. We'll see if it's any faster from the command line. It's quite a bit faster. Still, I think not quite as fast as the dump utility, but it's faster. And of course, the biggest difference besides the color is that you get to see the count of bytes. Okay, I think there's something wrong with the byte count. Yeah, it's supposed to be 733. Okay. Oh, okay, that's just the count of lines. I've got it listed up there as byte count, but it's actually just the count of lines. Except I don't think that's right. I think I wanted it to tell you how many bytes in the file. So I need to check that. So that'll be the next thing I work on. I think this video's gotten long enough. So I will see you in the next one.